The groupers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Hawaii's offense will get first crack at it today. Unloads quickly. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Picks up the first down. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll send the back in motion. Third down play from the gun. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The groupers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll try it over the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll try to take it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
Rides the back on the option to give. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give on the inside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The groupers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Complete to the left. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. He'll toss it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the groupers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The groupers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the groupers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Turns it on at midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the top, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Warriors! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Offense in a split backfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The kick is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over Rice. For now, it's back to you fellas.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet bullet catch is plenty to give them a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Chandler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They go to the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The groupers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's the first down.
Rides to back and leaves it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Second down coming up.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hawaii! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Pandas, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the groupers send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down coming up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
Quarterback on the sneak. Number 19 on to kick it away.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Right back to him on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd down try for the offense. Now on the option. Got room to work. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The groupers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go read option left on first down. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here comes the option. The pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go. Throws toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And first down for the offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the groupers will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Power ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.